ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Have no fear, your favorite light-skinned man is here. And in today's video, we are reacting to he married his niece? Nigga, what in Alabama? Did I click on the right video? Ah, hell. Shit, I mean, I guess we already here, man. We might as well watch this together, right? And see what in the tomfoolery is going on here.
So in lieu of all the politics flooding all our timelines with all the negativity, the poison that is of American politics, all I gotta say is detach, decompress, and shift your attention to what I'm gonna be talking about today, which is more important and a more urgent matter of discussion, because
especially for us unemployed folks, yes, definitely.
This is sick work. Ladies and gentlemen, you are not going to believe this, but Brazilian soccer star Hulk, also known as Givanildo V. de Sousa, has recently made headlines for, and I quote, marrying his ex-wife's niece, making his 3 children and his new wife first cousins. Sound the alarm, Chris. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. And shout out to my editor.
Nigga, not only did you do this before oh, brother, his PR is fucked out of oblivion, man. What the hell? What in the Alabama is this?
Chris for having to go through all the tomfoolery of the topics I talk about on a daily basis. I apologize for deteriorating his mental health. But according to reports, they say he previously split from his wife of 12 years in July of 2019, with whom he shared 3 children. So they were over a decade in deep. And this right here is the man, the footballer, with his 3 children and his ex-wife before they got divorced. And guess who's right next to him? Oh, lurking in the shadows. His soon-to-be.
She looks kind of. She don't even look that old either, bro. So bro was plotting on this for a minute. You're a sick individual, man. Hold up, let me make sure I understand what niece means real quick. Make sure I'm under the same page. And then make sure it's what I think it is. A niece is a daughter of one's brother or sister. So her. Damn, wait, I ain't gonna, you got me lost. Damn.
The future wife and I think niece-in-law, Camila Angelor. Good God. Ladies and gentlemen, I just gotta say, this is some sweet home Alabama type shit. Cause ain't no way I would ever have an ex-wife, right? Or a wife, literally have multiple children, 3 children in this scenario. Break up, divorce. And then all of a sudden, because I can't control myself, get into a relationship with her niece, which is my niece-in-law, get married, and wait for it, get her pregnant and have a child together. Brother in Christ. What does that make his children's cousin? Their mother? Or in-law? Their cousin is now also their mother. And they're having a baby, which then makes that baby their sibling and their second cousin.
Bro, that's gonna be a hell of a family dynamic, brother. If I see one, bro, I know the Christmases, the Thanksgiving, all of them shits is gonna be weird as the fuck. Hell no. Hell no, man. Hold up, I have to grab something real quick. But yeah, that's gonna be one hell of a family dynamic, bro. What they got going on over there, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in very strange times. This man posted to his Instagram page today with my heart full of gratitude.
It's not even like we went and found the information. This nigga willingly told us. This is some shit you gotta take to the grave. Why would you willingly come on the internet and say some shit like this? Bro, I'm talking about even in prison, they wouldn't be able to beat this info out of me, bro. Ain't no way.
to God. Leave God out of this. He has nothing to do with this. I come to share with you for the 4th time I am being blessed with another son. My heart overflows with happiness and I can only speak. Thank you, God. I love how people just love to insert God into.
Yeah, I was saying, Brian, I don't think God is approving you clapping your niece's cheeks. I don't really think God approves this one. I don't think God co-signing this one, big bro. I'm gonna be honest. So if those kids come out, a certain way,
all the most degenerate type shit. Like, what is wrong with you? If God could strike you down, of which he probably can, he would do so immediately. He said, we are already looking forward to welcoming you, son. We love you unconditionally. Come full of health, my baby. And then, as you can see here, is the new wife, his ex niece-in-law, now current wife and mother of his 4th child, along with these other photos of them embracing each other with the, what do you call this? The sonograph, the x-ray of the womb. I forgot the technical term, but top comment said, those kids will be f***ed up. Like, what the f***? Let's keep it in the family. Another comment said, every time I see this story, I snort. LOL, the baby will be a cousin. And at the same time, sister of Hulk's children. LOL, how crazy? Another person said, cuzzer, short for brother, cousin. He's my cousin. His other kids can say, yikes. And here, as you can see, is them. Yo, they had a large wedding ceremony apparently too. You can see here, bro.
And then it's like, damn, my nigga, like, it's like 8 billion people in the world, bro. You mean to tell me out of 8 billion people in the world, the person you had to get pregnant was coincidentally your niece? Come on, man. Like, that's, bro.
Like, it must have been so awkward at the actual tabernacle church ceremony, wherever they got married, like, bro. And here, as you can see, this video that they uploaded to their own Instagram page of them embracing each other, holding the little sonogram or x-ray of the womb, right, with the baby. And bro, it's like a Disney segment, they're just looking into each other's eyes and heavily in love. And this is just, I just gotta say, this is sick work, man. Genuinely speaking, like,
I ain't gonna lie. How much would somebody have to pay off for you to camera work this? And you know that that's their niece. You know that. You're going into it knowing this information. How much money does somebody have to pay you to do this? Like, this almost feels like one of those storylines on the hub that got taken to real life. I'm gonna be honest, the Gooners probably will love this video, But like, yeah, he's got doing stuff like this. He probably is a Gooner himself.
Bro, what the? They really are keeping it in the family, literally. And according to People magazine, they say, according to the Daily Mail, DeSouza and Angelo split in late 2019, and a spokesperson for the athlete reportedly said at the time, and I quote, Hulk called the parents and the brother of Camilla and told them the truth. It was Hulk himself who made the information public because he had nothing to hide. His position is transparency.
Yeah, brother, I know it's how you want to live, but like this one, you might not have had to like you know what I'm saying? Like if TMZ or somebody found out and leaked it, okay, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this could have been one of those things, but you didn't really have to share the internet, brother.
And he wants to avoid lies and malicious comments. That's so sweet. At least he wants to be honest. At least he wasn't trying to hide the truth. But I just gotta say, how long has this relationship been going for? Did it spark before they got divorced? Was it going on while he was married to his ex-wife? Was he having an affair with his niece at the time, is my question. However, they say the outlet reports that DeSouza previously said, and I quote, he never had a relationship with Camila while married to Angelo. He said also, I am a man. I was not happy in my marriage. I had countless reasons. I don't think I'm an ugly person, and I'm young. Camila is young and extremely beautiful. We ended up getting involved. We were single, he reportedly said. Okay, well, I mean, ladies.
But damn, no, bro. Like, yeah, you could have probably found a woman that looked just like her. That would have been less weird. But no, you chose to go for her niece, bro. Like, that's savage, honestly, bro. Like, he gave no fuck, clearly.
And gentlemen, we all already know it. It really doesn't take much for a man and a woman who are, physically attracted to each other to get into a relationship. Like, it is what it is. It happens pretty quickly. So for those of you, man or woman, who are desperately trying to get with a particular person, you'll know if they really like you or not. Like, when the vibes are right and the shit, that spark is there, it does not really take much time. Like, gonna be honest. And here, as you can see, which is sick work, here is the aunt, the ex-wife, right? The older lady, and then the younger woman here, the niece, bro. They kind of look similar. They look exactly the same. And I was seeing photos of both of them, and I was kind of getting confused. I'm like, yo, which one is the wife? Which one is the aunt? But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. And reportedly, according to The Sun, they say the new wife wrote a letter to the aunt saying in a lengthy message, and I quote, "Aunt Iran or Iran, I first want to tell you that this message is not an explanation or justification of anything." Jesus Christ. Yo, imagine your own niece, bro, literally eyeing your husband and probably being the contributor.
I'm telling you, bro. They gonna make a corn hub scene of this, bruh. I'm telling you, bruh. This gonna go crazy. They gonna be like, yeah, this sounds like a literal storyline, bruh. Like, this shit almost sound fake. Like, there's no way this will really happen, but it really is happening. You know what I'm saying? Man.
Factor to why he divorced you. I mean, not gonna lie, she was aiming for your position the whole time. She was plotting deviously, especially a war.
I'm talking about the meanest of backdoors was committed here.
World-renowned global superstar worth probably hundreds of millions of dollars. I mean, hey, competition is crazy out here, even in family. Whoa. But she also said, "I needed to tell you some things that unfortunately circumstances do not allow me to say personally. Although it is irrelevant to you now, I love you very much and care about you, so I'm speaking here. I really want you to know things that maybe everyone will talk about differently, mere speculation, but I don't really judge them because outsiders know absolutely nothing, and most of the time just want the situation to be worse. It's been very..."
We want it to be worse? I don't think it gets worse than this,
very hard to face all of this, but I wouldn't do it if it wasn't true. I never imagined it could happen, but we don't rule our heart. No one is immune or exempt from it. Live the greatest of feelings. Sorry for everything. Wow, so deep. Felt so apologetic. Ladies and gentlemen, I just gotta say, if I were a woman, of which I never will be for obvious reasons, and I had my niece, who was also a woman who stole my husband at face value, I don't think it's something I would ever be able to forgive. I'm gonna be honest. She said, though, "I'm sorry for everything. If I could choose, we wouldn't be going through this, but life doesn't spin the way we imagine it to. He showed me that there was no chance of a possible return, so we allowed ourselves to live." Iran has had her say on her ex-husband's new relationship. She told UOL columnist Leo Diaz, and I quote, "It is deeply regretted," and by the way, this is translated from Portuguese to English, so it may sound weird, but she says, "It is deeply regretted that Mr. Hulk, not content with ending a marriage of more than 12 years, he then did not respect the pain of the one who always devoted love, affection, respect, and consideration to him, as well as his children, whose supreme interests should be preserved by their father." Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. If I were in a situation, I would have probably stayed married to my wife. And if I were in love with another woman that just so happened to be my niece, we would have to figure some other shit out, because there's just no way. Like, my kids are still kids. They're not 18 yet. At least wait until they're adults. They're more mature, without trying to disrupt their whole entire childhood. But then again, you don't know the inner workings of people's marriage.
Bro, imagine the kids sitting at the lunch table and them trying to roast, bro. All they gotta do is be like, ain't your dad clap your niece? Like, that's all they gotta do. They gotta pull the clip up. Like, ain't this show, you know what I'm saying? And what can you really say in that argument? Like, there's no winning that argument at the lunch table. You gotta kind of just sit there and just eat that. Who texted me?
Now, obviously, marrying your niece is still weird to me, but if she wasn't a niece per se, just another woman, and you're in love with her, you're no longer in love with your wife, listen, we don't know. They could have been abusing each other physically, emotionally, verbally. The marriage could have been hell, so everybody has their reasons for breaking up. Sometimes it's just better to divorce than to just stay together and possibly end up killing each other if things go too far, so I understand. Yeah, these things do happen. Personally, me, I don't know. It depends on how bad the marriage is and the relationship is, but definitely do everything in your power to stay together for the kids, for sure. I mean, kids have more of an advantage in life if their parents stay together and, you know, they have that support system instead of being split custody, split time, split this. It's just weird. It's annoying. I grew up like this technically, and it fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie. Technically, my parents never married each other, which is just fucking horrible too. But yeah, again, here you have the football player Hulk, his ex-wife with 3 kids, some other lady, random lady, and then the niece. Like, shit. And of course, because the story is now going viral again, the top comment here from the new wife, the niece's latest post says nasty work. Another one said, it must not be the real profile. I would never leave the comments open knowing that all of Brazil hates you. That is crazy. And this guy's incredibly famous in Brazil, probably near the level of Messi or whatever, Ronaldo. So this must have been a very, very big public divorce. Another person said, if I'm his daughter, I'd never look at him in the face again. Here we have some throwing up emojis. Another person said Judas, putting God in this is bizarre. Yeah. So yeah, people are disgusted. And again, the fact that his children's cousin, which is her, is now technically their mother-in-law is crazy, while also being their cousin. And their sibling, which is their brother, is now also their cousin as well, as one commenter mentioned, calling him their cousin. Yeah, this is crazy work, I'm not gonna lie. Wow.
Anyways, that was a lot to unpack in the situation. Leave your thoughts on this situation in the comments below, and also hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 1K. We're currently at 74 subscribers, something like that. I'd really appreciate it, and to the next time, catch y'all later, man. Peace.